Listen, yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Cost of living is kicking my single income household ass. Cost of living is costing. Ciao. Hi, darlings. I'm Bonani. Welcome back to my YouTube channel for those of you who are returning subscribers. And if you're new here, my name is Ubi Ogulu. Today we're going to be talking cost saving tips. Ciao. Row, 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 row. Because listen, yo, I don't get it. My last electricity bill shook me. I was shocked. I went into that bill and I was doing the math because I said, nah, this can't be real. And then I realized that they had upped the unit price for electricity. So literally the increase in my bill between the last one and the one before that was 98% due to the increase in the unit price. And I was just like, bro, how are they allowed? How is this even allowed? How is this legal? Like, where am I supposed to just source an extra 50% to go into my electricity bill? Like, what do you mean? But essentially that's what happened. So as a result, my eyes were opened and I started making sure that I, was more cognizant of what I was doing and ways in which I can just lower the bills, ciao. Because the bills need to go lower. Your price is way too high, you need to cut it. Okay, so there are a bunch of things that I've done to kind of like reduce my expenses in general, not just my electricity bill, because that one, I don't even have the words. But yeah, the first thing that I done was to switch my washing, like laundry thingy, detergent. I switched from using those capsules, those cute Ariel capsule with the 2-in-1 situation. I switched from that to using powder, and let me tell you, that powder is lasting. And also, fabric softener is a scam, it's a sham, it's a manufactured need. Stop wasting money on that dishwashing liquid. Listen, I have gone down that road of trying different brands for dishwashing liquid, and that road is very rocky. It's not smooth. It's not worth it. So instead of buying a different brand from the brand that you love, just buy a bigger size of the brand that you love. Because if you're buying the smaller sizes, then you are essentially paying more per unit than you would if you bought the bigger size. So buy the bigger size and also get like a cute container pump bottle situation, which I showed in my kitchen renovation video, the one that I have, which is super cute. You can get it on Shein, and I have a discount code. I'll put that in the description box and on the screen, so that next time you're shopping on Shein, you can use my code. This one, I was the queen of bottled water. And just as a disclaimer, I recycle. So every single bottle of bottled water that I finished inside my house went into the recycle bin. So don't even try and come for me about, okay, you're drinking bottled water. Don't you care about the environment? Oh, holy and righteous on your soapbox. Don't do it. Okay, I recycle. But anyways, I was the queen of bottled water. If you came to my house and you asked for water, you would get bottled water. No more, child. You will get water in a tumbler and you will say thank you. Okay, because I have switched from using bottled water to a water filter jug, which I got on Amazon. It is linked in my storefront. So if you want to find that, just go to my description box and you will find the link in there. But it is so much more economical to do that than to keep buying bottled water. There are a lot of options available. I purchased mine on Amazon, and while I was doing so, I saw that there were different brands that you can use, and there are also different sizes which will cater to the amount of people that live in your household. It's also better for the environment, for the people who are going to come and talk about drinking bottled water being bad for the environment and the turtles, rah rah rah. Remember that the companies want to make you responsible for the things that they are actually responsible for. So they guilt you into feeling like the problem with the environment is on your own shoulders, as opposed to the multi-million conglomerates who are responsible for polluting the planet that we live on. Don't come for me. The next thing I would suggest is to switch your service providers, your Wi-Fi, your electricity, gas, all of that stuff, particularly the Wi-Fi. I pay so much money for Wi-Fi with Virgin Media, and yes, I'm gonna drag you guys because your Wi-Fi sucks. It sucks. For the amount of money that I'm paying, this thing drops way too many times, okay? And it's not even as fast as you all claim for it to be. So yeah, I'm done with you, Virgin Media. I'm actually done. Switch your service providers because places will offer you less for like the first 6 months of a 12-month contract. So go to somewhere else, start another 12-month contract, knowing that you're paying less for the first 6 months than you will be for the last 6 months, and then just make it work. The other alternative for Wi-Fi is to get a router that has a SIM card slot, and then just get like a SIM card from like not Virgin, not Virgin, child, Vodafone, Air, 3, whatever. It costs like 20 quid a month, and you can get uncapped data on that. So pop it into the router, and that's your Wi-Fi sorted. If you have the space to put it away, buy things in bulk instead of buying smaller quantities, because if you buy smaller quantities, you're always going to spend more money. So anything that has a long shelf life that you frequently consume, switch from buying smaller quantities to buying it in bulk, especially if you have the space to put it away. I do not like to see clutter and a mess. I'm not saying that I'm like the neatest person on the planet. I'm really not. But I don't like to see a clutter and a mess. So if I don't have the space to store certain things away, I wouldn't necessarily buy it. But in this economy, child, just buy it. Just deal with the clutter and the mess. I will not, but you should. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I will always make a plan. If I buy something, I will always make a plan and find a place in my apartment to put it away where I will not see it until I need to see it. I know this isn't for everyone, but if you can, invest in a coffee machine. So I have an espresso virtuo. It's cute and it's pink. I have an espresso virtuo, and I realized that I was saving a lot of money making my own coffee at home versus getting Starbucks or Butlers or wherever else you get your coffee from, because it's like €6 for a 10-pack of coffee pods from Nespresso, and you're spending like upwards of €5 for one cup of coffee from Starbucks. Okay, so if you can get a coffee machine, I would say get a coffee machine. Nespresso has like different sizes of coffee machines that can cater to your living space, different colors that can cater to whatever colors you have going on in your kitchen and all that stuff, because in the long run you will be saving so much more. And then you can also explore with like making coffees in different ways and the way that you like to make it, because most of the time now I drink a dirty chai. It's literally my favorite drink. And then I also learned how to make a pumpkin spice latte by myself in my house, and let me tell you that it bangs. Okay, it bangs, and it was so much cheaper than buying it from Starbucks. Now I don't feel pressed to go to Starbucks when autumn comes along, because I know I can just make it in my house any time of the year. Now I know that not everybody has this, but I have a day and a night meter, so I only do laundry at night. I am happy to stay up late to do multiple loads of laundry because I know that I'm paying less for that amount of time of laundry as opposed to doing it during the day. Because from 11 p.m. to 8 a.m. my electricity switches to the night meter, and it is cheaper. It is significantly cheaper than the day meter. So I'm more than happy to do my laundry at night and do big stuff, and it's just laundry. It's really just laundry. This one has been really hard for me to do, and it's taken me so long to get into the habit, but unplug appliances that you are not using, especially when you're not in your apartment. So every single time that I travel, I make sure I unplug my appliances. I unplug my appliances. I turn off my boiler from making hot water. I turn off a bunch of things. Like I just make sure things are turned off and they're not gonna come on. My final tip, especially for the ladies, is to DIY as much as you can. I have gotten back into the habit of doing my own nails myself at home. So these are done by Ubi. Okay, did these nails myself, and the reason I got back into this habit was because I realized I was spending so much money on just doing my nails, especially knowing that I can do it myself. And the thing about doing your nails is like it's actually not that hard to get into it, and the stuff that you need for it is also not that expensive. The amount of money that you can spend on doing one set of nails, you can actually spend that on buying all the stuff that you need to do your nails on Amazon, which is exactly which is exactly what I did when I first moved here. The other thing that I tend to do myself is my own braids. So if I'm in Ireland and I want to do braids, which I don't do often because it's really not the protective hairstyle that you think it is. Don't drag me, but it's really not. It actually does more harm than good, especially for me. And yeah, I do my own braids myself because I know exactly what I'm going to be doing. I know that I'm not being too hard on my own head because I can feel exactly what I'm doing. So if you can, get into doing your own braids yourself. Like, yes, it's time consuming and all of that stuff, but the amount of money that you save doing it, especially if you're in the Europes, because doing your hair on this entire continent is expensive. Okay, it's very expensive. So if you can, just try do it yourself, try and learn how to do it yourself, or find someone who's not gonna charge you an arm and a leg, especially if it's someone that's like new in the game and up and coming, or someone who just likes you and is able to do it. That's what I'm saying. If you made it this far, thank you for watching my video. Those are my cost saving tips that I implement in my life, and I'm hoping that some of that will be helpful to you if you are looking to save on costs. If the cost of living crisis is also kicking your ass like it's kicking mine. I will catch you guys in my next upload. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Love you. Bye.
Rich song, Millie rock them diamonds on me dance. When you working hard and your money start expanding. I got model bitches.